So this is one of those rare, super early streams. But I think if you just count it as if it's like from the day before, it's just a really late stream. So it's fine. It's fine. It's totally okay. Just depends on your perspective. So what's going on? What did you eat for breakfast? That's a good question. I had like a soup thing and a sandwich because it was cold out and soup and sandwich is best combination. So anyway, I hope you're doing well. I'm here early because, you know, this is one of those, let's say I have some friends that I haven't seen in a while and they work during the day and, you know, if I stream at night, then I can't hang out. So I have to stream a little earlier, that way I can hang out and catch up with some friends later. And, yeah, I know. Green text friends. I know. You're right. I'm setting up a group of nesting dolls in a semicircle on a table around me while I drink tea by myself, actually. So. No, but really, we're gonna do an early stream tonight. I hope everyone is alive and well, and maybe only like a portion of you are feeling like poop instead of a large portion. That's my hope. So let's do some Mario Odyssey, and then we'll do some Hand of Fate, and your regularly scheduled streaming schedule will resume probably tomorrow. I guess the big news is EA and how terrible they are. But someone just mentioned that they reduced the hero prices by 75%. Is there a confirmation on that? Well, we'll talk about it while I play Mario.
Mario Odyssey!
Yeah, like it's news. Like it's news that EA is fucking terrible. No reduction. The price reduction was only for reviewers. I'm aware of that. Well, we'll get there when we get there. Let's enjoy some Mario first, then we'll talk about Scum. Alright? Cool. So anyway, welcome back to Mario. We're gonna do the Dark Side of the Moon today, but we're also gonna do a little bit of the Mushroom Kingdom, just because I'm here, and because... Kick! Just because it's awesome. I have to corral sheep, don't I? Where's Todd? Where's Shep Todd? Remembering games and daisy chains and laughs were on the grass. The lunatics are on the grass. I'm the lunatic right now. I also have a lot of coffee. You know, I just had my cup of coffee for the day. I'm just beating the fuck out of a sheep, so let's... You know what? That's probably my least favorite thing to do in this game. So let's just say, fuck it. And I'll come back to the sheep stuff another time. Will sub for Red Vox News. I don't have anything. We uploaded a track list on Twitter, but I got nothing aside from that. I'll let you know in maybe a week or two if we have a release date. That's the best I can do, man. Don't feel obligado to sub. I'm doing fine. I don't need any more. So let's do this boss. Oh my god, what have I done? Pressed the wrong button. I instinctually pressed R because R is usually shoot. Instinctively. Keyword stink. there we go. Ugh. It's like, boss is not hard enough for you? Here, have 2 of them. Capeth, please. I keep thinking, like, I had dreams about Ocarina of Time last night. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ah! Like, I feel like I did a full playthrough of Ocarina of Time, even though I really didn't. It's kind of hoping there would be hearts inside those. Oh man, this got kind of hard. This is not really, this is not as easy as I thought it would be. So, someone in chat said, Vinny, what was your first gaming platform? And it was NES, but my cousin had a Commodore 64, which I thought was cool as fuck because you had to, like, type stuff. I thought my cousin was a hacker. You know, he was so cool. He had, like, a mullet, or, like, a skullet, and a rat tail, or whatever the fuck he had. I don't know. It was one of those 80s hairstyles that, thank God we don't see anymore. But he was like Hacker Man, you know, because he would press a couple buttons, and then there would be a video game, like the Gianna Sisters, or some other bootleg Mario that I thought was cool, but it really wasn't. But he had like flight sims and stuff, so NES, but I also remember Commodore 64 pretty early on. I wouldn't say Commodore 64 was exactly the height of video game entertainment during that time period, but I guess, you know, pre-NES it was alright. Rat tails are super popular at my high school right now. What? Why are rat tails making a comeback? Is this because of Stranger Things? Like, I know there's a lot of 80s nostalgia happening right now, but I'm wondering, is that going to affect fashion and hairstyles? If so, please no. Using the gyro controls here. I'm doing my best, but it's, they're quick, and then they go back into their other mode pretty quickly. Like, there's a lot to like about the 80s, but there's also a lot of bad. Like, when I was growing up, in the 90s, the 80s were generally laughed at. You know, I mean, there's so much 80s nostalgia happening now, but it was considered almost like the pinnacle of bad taste in a lot of ways. So this like nostalgia trip is pretty wacky for me. Oh, this is beans. Phew. Jesus. Please tell me the tanks reappear. Okay, okay. Okay. No hearts. No hearts. Those looking for challenge in this game, look no further. There's plenty of it post-game. I mean, that's pretty standard for Mario in general, but... Remember those special worlds in Mario World? Worlds, 1,000 worlds. How were the 90s? Were they better than today's generation? That's an interesting question. I don't know. Nostalgia obviously colors some of that. I mean, I enjoyed growing up in the 90s. We had good TV. We had some good video games and stuff. Like, I'm not complaining about the 90s. I liked the music, but I don't really think what do you mean today's generation? That's a hard thing to define compared to the 90s, right? That's kind of one of those things where it's like, okay, well, what do you not like about today's generation? That's easy. But what do you like? Like, I like the technology, I like the games, I like that I have access to every music ever at my fingertips. You know how hard it was? If you lost your fucking Beatles CD, you had to go buy another one. Or you had to have someone burn it later on. You know. Now I can just type in, like, Bowie, and I get the entire discography on Spotify. It's like... You know, I like that I have every music's. Oh, hey, Captain. I'll never hang up my adventuring hat, but for now I'm glad to be back. Hey, here, one more Power Moon. Oh yeah, I don't miss dial-up. I don't miss getting kicked out of my online game of Warcraft 2 because I fucking got a phone call. So there's plenty of stuff to dislike and like. I think the fashion in the 90s was also ridiculous, but I think, doesn't that just kind of happen every, like, 10, 15 years we get away from a generation? You look back at the music and you're like, or the fashion and you're like, what were they thinking? Like all James Rolfe-like. And we have miracles. Like, basically we have miracles that you can look at in the palm of your hand. And, I'm talking about your gonads. No, I'm talking about cell phones, but you knew that, man. Where you can do anything. It was like Peter Molyneux had promised. Now you can finally do anything. It took this long. And, it's pretty cool that you can do that. And it's made all kinds of stuff easier. Navigating. So as much as I'm not really crazy about some of the pop culture we got going on these days, I definitely appreciate the fucking technological miracles and the comfort level that we have now. But I like the 90s. But I think someone who grew up in the 80s probably liked the 80s. And people that grew up in the 60s, man, they don't shut the fuck up about it. No offense. Got plenty of people that I've had conversations with, and I love the 60s music and everything, but you hear about it oh so very much. Right, I did that. Well, anyway, I don't really know where all the stars are. I mean, there's so many more left. Last time I played this, I realized, like, holy shit, there are so many stars left that I didn't get. Maybe I should get Josh. Maybe I'll get Josh, do a little exploration with Josh, and then I'll do the dark side of the moon. Fucking scooter in a Mario game. I always expect that to go better than it does. Every fucking time. There's no, like, taxis on balloons, right? So this is the first time we've seen this much of the Mushroom Kingdom's outskirts. It's kind of, it's kind of barren. Oh god, this... No. Bring extra health to the dark side of the moon. Is there an extra health here? On this level? On this board? in this quadrant. I remember there being some... Yoshi is now in the sunken place. Oh! Come on! Oh, you can buy one. Well, I'm still saving for skeleton. Well, while I do this, I guess I can talk a little bit about some of the unfortunate things that are happening. So, I am not buying Star Wars Battlefront 2, unless something seriously gets done. So, for those that are not in the loop, it's an EA game based on Star Wars, and I know everyone that loves Star Wars, they, you know, it's like, they're gonna get it anyway because they don't want me to pick on Star Wars because Star Wars, Star Wars. Well, that's one of my favorite things of all time. But I've decided I will not be purchasing this game. And they can eat a dick. So, it takes about 40 hours to grind to unlock the hero that you want. Darth Vader, for example. 40 hours. Or you can pay for it with a pretty decent chunk of change. So, that's number one. That's bad business practice number one. So they locked stuff behind pay gates that were available in the previous game. Alright? They have, like... Was it 80 bucks? It's 80 bucks. $80. So there's that. Then... So basically it takes 40,000 points, or 40,000 Starbucks, or whatever the fuck they're calling them, to unlock Darth Vader, or one of your heroes that you want to play as. Right? Okay, so 40,000. Reviewers... Or is it 80,000? It's 80 or 40. Anyway, the point is, they sent review copies out, and the reviewers only have to pay 10,000 Starbucks. That's a pretty big difference. It's almost like... It's 40,000, so it's almost like what they're doing is, they're trying to get better reviews by sending the review copies an experience that you don't have to grind as much to get all the stuff. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that... Just, isn't that interesting? Soft bribery, and I wonder about the legality of that. But regardless, that's pretty bad. Now, there's a campaign in the game that's kind of short. Everyone wanted a good campaign for Battlefront 2. It's like apparently 5 hours, and they said that they didn't want to detract from the multiplayer experience, so they didn't put more effort into it, or something like that. So, this is where the big fiasco comes in. This is what most people know about, but if you don't, I'll tell you about it real quick. There was a comment in a damage control fashion from one of the community managers on Reddit. Yeah, I know, fuck Reddit. I get it. But it's now the most downvoted comment on that website of all time. Like, of all time. I think it's something like almost 500,000 downvotes. Almost 500,000 downvotes, and counting. Now, that's basically like getting your lunch money stolen from you. That's how bad a downvote is. It makes you feel really bad on the inside. But that level of downvotes, that's like finding out that you're gonna lose 3 of your arms. Like, that's the level of anxiety that is. Probably not for EA, because they probably don't care, but... Here's the thing. People sent a lot of EA employees, like, threats, and, you know, were harassing them. That's never okay. Can I just say that? That's never, never, never okay. Because here's the thing. A lot of this is coming from top brass, and not just a random EA employee who's doing damage control on an internet forum. They don't have any control over what their fucking higher-ups do, so that's not cool. However, I'm glad this thing has almost 500,000 downvotes, and it really sends a message. There's a big push to boycott the game, which I don't think will fucking do a goddamn thing. But, these are really, really bad business practices, and it's only gonna get worse if we let it get worse. And I hope this sends a message. I hope they do something about this, because this is, like, this is an absurd level of taking advantage. And I want to read something to you, okay? I know you want me to play Mario, and I will, I promise. Give me just a second. I want to read a comment that came just after that, after that thread where EA tried to do the damage control and it was it was downvoted to oblivion. I want to read this to you. From Moritelda. I recognize that you are a frontline level employee at a multi-billion-dollar entertainment conglomerate and that you have likely no say in the message you're giving. Likely your manager or your manager's manager don't have the right to call into question the strategic business decisions that get made by the highest levels of the company. So please understand that when I say this, I'm not saying it to you. I feel for you because you have a lonely, thankless job trying to do your best to rehabilitate the public face of an incredibly hated company. I don't resent you at all. I don't resent your manager, and I respect the person behind the keyboard. On a side note, personally from me, Vinny, I'll say I respect the people that work on the game, the people that do the sound effects, the graphics, the people that care about the game and want to create something that people can enjoy. There are people like that in EA. But fuck EA. I don't buy your games anymore. I'm beyond insulted by the microtransaction season pass greedy, lazy business model that your company has perfected over the past decade or so. It's disgusting. It's a perversion of gaming. The suits that control your company aren't interested in anything but pushing out shitty incremental upgrades to keep us wasting money on shit and on getting a small percentage of addicts to bankrupt themselves $5 at a time. It's fucking deviant. It's absolutely irresponsible. It's disgusting. Fuck you guys. I'm not buying another EA game until the upper levels of business management at EA are fucking stripped down and replaced by people who aim to make fair profits by producing great content again. EA used to do that, but it's been years and I'm done pretending. Every new game that I've bought for the past year, I've checked to make sure that EA was not involved before paying. I plan to continue that until serious changes are made. You can't fix this. I know your bosses want you to, but you can't. Because somewhere there's a CEO or president of game design or a fucking board of directors who have decided to produce shitty games loaded with dopamine drops to leech money rather than earn it. That person has ruined your company's goodwill. Now, that's not from me. That's from Moritelda, who was in that thread where the almost 500,000 downvotes happened. I didn't write that comment. Don't applaud me. But I agree with it, and it's... what I'm trying to say is, listen, you buy whatever game you want. I know you like Star Wars. I like Star Wars too. Star Wars is one of my first things that I loved in science fiction. It's my first favorite movie. But that doesn't overwrite that I'm not buying this game unless something really big happens to change whatever shitty business models they have. They bought Respawn. Titanfall 2 only had some cosmetic DLC, and that's about it. Nothing huge. You could just buy it, or you just play through the whole game without a single problem and just enjoy the experience. But I think that the next Titanfall 3 is fucked. And that's a very discouraging thing to think about, because I really like Titanfall, and Respawn is a great developer. So, someone keeps saying, Vinny, who's your favorite Star Wars character of all time? Okay, I'll tell you that in a second. But someone says, Vinny, they changed the prices a couple hours ago. Is this confirmed? I haven't found any indication of this. Does anyone know? Or is that just the review copies? You have a link? Let's see. 75%. They're reducing the price by? How about this? Okay, here's the link. Let's see. Let me just confirm, because I want to make sure I know what I'm talking about. Listen, I do the best I can, but I'm still human. You keep talking, we'll keep listening, they say. Today we've drastically reduced the cost of hero unlocks in Battlefront 2. Learn more. How about this? How about I don't want to pay more than $60 for your game? And how about you make it less than 40 hours to unlock a character that I want to play as? They're reducing the credits by 75%. Okay, so Skywalker and Vader will now be available for 15,000 credits. Palpatine, Chewie, Leia will be 10,000. Yeah, it's not really, that's not, I'm sorry, that's not, no. No, no, no. That's not good enough. How much does it cost? How much is 15,000 credits in game? Does anyone know? You know, if there weren't that, like, massive amount of downvotes, this wouldn't have... Obviously, this wouldn't have been... they wouldn't have even considered reducing it. 10 hours of gameplay. Then don't buy it. No, no, you're right, I won't. But that's the thing. They'll keep... If this didn't happen, they would have kept it at that level, and it would have gotten worse and worse, and people with addictive personalities, they would have just kept going for it. Was it 40 bucks? So an extra 40 bucks if you want to unlock the heroes that you want. Yeah, I'm not... Listen, I'm sorry. They're gonna need to do a little bit more than that. And, obviously people are gonna end up buying this game. Obviously people are gonna hate anything I just said because it's Star Wars and because EA, you know, they're fine with it. Like, oh, just don't buy it, or, you know, just don't do the DLC. Fine, fair enough, but this is only the beginning. If it gets out of hand and continues to get out of hand like this. $40. Apparently, it's got another one of those overlooked kind of like, where the campaign is just kind of an afterthought. I don't know how true that is. Obviously, wait for the, you know, reviews, or wait for someone to stream it before you do that judgment call, but, apparently it's a good game, like, it plays well, and it, you know, there's a lot of stuff in it compared to the first one, but it's still not okay. I'm looking for, those purple coins. It's still not okay to just, like, shovel money over. So no, I will not get down with the microtransactions for things that affect gameplay, and I'm not gonna get down for that kind of blatant disrespect for consumers. And then the dude said that one of the community managers on Twitter, from EA was like, you don't, like, the community doesn't know how to run a business. What was the comment? Also, the reason the downvoted comment was, the intent is to provide players with a sense of pride and accomplishment for unlocking different heroes. Oh, 40 hours, pride and accomplishment, or you can spend 80 bucks, that's fun. They're by the lake, thanks. Armchair developers, yeah, they called us people that don't want to get ripped off for stuff that was in the previous games. Armchair developers, and then he deleted his comment. Listen, again, it's a company. They have people up top. Harassment, threats are never the answer for this kind of thing. Not buying a game, that's the answer in my opinion. And I think that that's a more productive answer, because they're just gonna double down. I'm glad to hear that there's a 75% reduction. That's great. I think it's, for me, it's a little too late, and if I find out that the campaign is like 4 short, shitty hours, then I'm not gonna put my time, I'm not gonna waste my time. I'm really good at running around in circles. I'm sorry, I got a little wrapped up in what I was saying. This was like a big... Obviously, this is the big video game news of the day, and I don't really know much about anything. This isn't my area of expertise. You know, shitty business practices. But I'm doing the best I can to kind of parse and dissect this information, because a lot of people asked me how I felt about it, and honestly, it's just not... It's not okay. Like fucking Call of Duty promoting loot crates to be opened in plain view of your friends. And then there's an issue where people aren't even getting the crates they paid for, and they haven't fixed it yet. There we go. 3 more. That's it. Just 3 more. I'll find him eventually. What do you think about microtransactions and loot boxes in game? I don't think there's any real... For me, it's a case-by-case basis. I think microtransactions are actually killing games. But I'm okay if it's something like Titanfall or Counter-Strike, where it's an activity that you do not have to participate in. But it's the same as going to a casino. If you have an addictive personality, you have to have the self-control not to do that. And that shit can be hard. But as long as it's cosmetic and it's not a total ripoff, fine. Oh, I already fucked this up. Obviously, other people have more strict views on microtransactions and DLC, but mine extend to pretty much the utility of having to buy your way into a skill. If your skill level is low and you can spend money to fix that, then that developer, that publisher, should probably go bankrupt. And devil's advocate, I know games are so much more expensive to make than they were in the SNES days. I get it. There are hundreds of people making video games. Probably overworked and underpaid people. It's not an easy solution. This isn't something that you can just say, alright, well, it's the same price as it was years ago. How do they make their money? There has to be a better way. There has to be a better way. How about really good expansions, like back in the day? Remember Diablo and StarCraft and like Half-Life Opposing Force? Ah! Ass! Oh god. Well, I really fucking cocked that one up. Oh. Oh. So, sorry if I got a little fired up there. There's definitely a level of, you know, me having played games my whole life and wanting a good value without feeling like people are cheating or, like kind of being dishonest about their intentions to make a fuckload of money. God damn it. But I'm not totally opposed to DLC if it's done right, and I'm not totally opposed to microtransactions if it's just cosmetic. So, you know, do what you have to do, but do it right, and stop sucking cocks. Like diseased cocks, not regular ones. EA's like, why were we voted the worst company in America 2 years in a row? Let's see what happens with Respawn. Find out in a couple years. Hang on a second. No, there are way worse companies. There are companies that poison the water. You know those companies? That's just, you know, that's just people's opinions, but that has to count for something, right? When you're a company and your own consumers are voting you the worst company. Maybe you listen to that and try to fix it. But, I mean, yeah, no, they're not poisoning the water. You're right. The water supply is, as far as we know, untouched by EA. And they're not, like, you know, stealing wages from hardworking villages or whatever. I don't know. They're not doing that. They just suck, and they just do stupid shit. And I'm surprised at the number of people defending EA. But you know, if that's what you must do, then you must seek out your calling, my friends, and you must be what you are, and perhaps even get a job. Yeah. What's that, Joel? Let's see. EA may be shitty, but Nintendo's up there in terms of shit. They certainly don't allow us streaming their games, not getting whipped for it. They nuked all your VODs on YouTube. No, they haven't. My stuff on YouTube from Nintendo is okay. I've had some issues with Nintendo. I've been very vocal about my problems with Nintendo. And they need to get their shit together with YouTube. But at the very least, I haven't been... Like, I've been able to stream the games. I've been able to leave them online so people can see them. I may not make money from them at all times. And I think that's okay because... Well, it's not okay, really, but it's still shit. But it's not... It's not like I have to, you know, say I want to unlock Luigi, who can get an extra portion of moons better than Mario. I don't have to do that. They at least released a good system with good value. Zelda DLC was 20 bucks, and you get 2 DLC packs, and it's not like... I don't feel ripped off. I don't feel like I have to continue spending money to unlock stuff that should be in the game. So there's that. That's something they do right. What they don't do right is they don't do public relation with their fans right. They don't do the YouTube stuff right. They don't know how to... I mean, their own fucking ambassadors can't do streaming. I'd say that they're a couple orders of magnitude less shitty than EA. But to be fair, and to be totally, you know, to give the devil his due, Nintendo has got to... They gotta take a closer look at some of the shit they're doing. Like, that YouTube streaming stuff was just absurd. Like, oh, you're our ambassador. We'll send you a game early, but you can't stream it on YouTube because you might say poop. I'm sorry, what? Japan in general is behind on the internet. I mean, that's basically what I've heard. I know NOA is a little bit more on top of their game, and I know that NOJ is the one that keeps giving people like me shit. And other people worse than me. You know, they get it worse. But at least their games are good, and they don't seem to be lacking content. I mean, Breath of the Wild was like 80 hours for 60 bucks. I'll take it. So. Different levels of shit, different types of shit, and speaking personally, I've had some communication and contact that was just bizarre, and they don't like ROM hacks. They don't like ROM hacks or corruptions. I'll tell you that much. Purple coins might be where the water falls off the map. Okay, I'm gonna do that. I'll do that, and then we'll go to the dark side of the moon. And I'll try to, get out of this weird energy I'm in right now of anger. Because, you know what? Life is kind of short, and there's a lot of really good games that don't make me want to, like, punch my eyes out. South Park when? Soon. Soon. Today is just gonna be... Cool. Today's just gonna be Mario and Hand of Fate 2. Which I ended up really enjoying. But we'll figure that out. Oh yeah, Sega of Japan barring Persona 5 and Puyo Tetris streaming. I forgot about that, Marissa. Yeah, there was that thing where they couldn't, if you had Puyo, you couldn't stream the cutscenes and the story mode for Puyo Tetris. Yes. Puyo Tetris, a game with a ridiculous non-story, basically done for a gag. So that was kind of weird, but you know, there's listen, almost anything has some level of fuck, this sucks. Just to different degrees. And I'm comfortable with Nintendo's level of putting it, like, to some extent, if they're gonna have their weird practices, at the moment I'm okay with it. Maybe I just got used to it. It's I guess for me it's like, how used to getting fucked can you get? What level of getting fucked are you comfortable with? So, hang on a second, guys. Okay, sorry about that. I'm back. All right, so let's change modes now. Let's go back to enjoyment and Mayro Toads. And again, feel free to disagree with me on any of my points. You're more than allowed to. I'm not upset if you do. Just do it in a reasonable, well thought out way, and I'll be like double happy. Did you lower the compression? What, on my my microphone? No, I just muted myself for a second. Does it sound poop? Huh, really? How about this? That's weird. Check 1 2. Oh, it does sound a little soft. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. Mario's yawning too. He's like, "This stream is making me tired." Okay, how's this? Check.
Alright, how about this? Is this better? Alright.
No, this should be good. Oh, apparently. Listen to Mario. He said, ravioli. He's talking about pasta. Linguini. Spaghettoni? What? Ziti. This dude knows more fucking spaghettis than I do. Alright, pasta, not spaghetti, sorry. Incorrect. What kind of spaghettis are there, even? Just one spaghettis, as far as I know. I don't dream in pasta, I dream in pizza. When I dream, I go... pepperoni! Mushroom! someone on Twitter, was like, Vinny is a cool streamer, I really enjoy his streams. He's a great wannabe Italian. But I am Italian. but I am. I don't really want to be any more Italian than I am. I mean, I'm good. I'm good with my current level of Italian. In fact, sometimes I think I have too much. I'm like, you know, I'm American Italian. Italian-American. That's what a wannabe would say. Oh, fuck, you're right. Vinny, I haven't heard your opinion on pineapple on pizza. Well, you just revealed how long you've been here on the stream. Because I've talked about this a lot. This is a raging debate that gets worse than the EA debate. You know, any of the shit that I talked about with EA, if you thought that got a little bit fiery, you have no idea what pizza and pineapple is all about. This is my favorite pizza. Right here. What the fuck is this? The fuck is this? I love that Mario gets a little dusty from the moon spice. Also, people, accuse Americans, or America, of not having very much culture. You know? Like they say, oh, well, what's America's culture? Well, if you're telling me we don't have culture, what about spicy water? Huh? We got plenty of spicy water. Otherwise known as 7-Up. I stole that. That's not my own, but I enjoyed it very much. I don't remember where it came from, but I love it. Veggie caves. None of these rabbits have a moon. What about Starbucks? Isn't that what EA uses to charge people for Luke Skywalker? No, here's the deal. I had Starbucks the other day because there was no other coffee place that was close to where I was at. I don't think Starbucks coffee is all that good, but I'm spending double for Starbucks coffee as opposed to shitty deli coffee with, you know, some Bustelo, or whatever the fuck they're using. Bustelo makes me feel good. It's really kind of bizarre. Like, I'm, at the moment, like, I usually do just shitty deli coffee, but I have 7-Up coffee, 7-Up, 7-Eleven coffee at the moment. It's better than Starbucks, man. Then again, I'm not as cultured. So, what if you stop the wedding? You can't stop me. You can't stop any of us, Broodles. Come on, let's see you try. And no, I don't want to know the difference between a venti moccolato and a tall grande, Ariana Grande. I don't care. I say medium, please. Can I have a medium coffee? What is that? You want a venti? Yeah, whatever's in the middle of your list. I'll take the middle thing on your list of things that you sell. With your delicious microwaved, like, frozen egg. God. Did you ever hear the expression hat on a hat? This isn't gonna make me like you anymore, Brutal, just because you got too many fucking hats. Hat on a hat? No? Okay, so when skit writers in SNL are trying to write tight, like 5-minute sketches. I'm not saying SNL is the bastion of the best sketches in the world by any means, but one of the things that the writers say is it's a hat on a hat if it gets too complicated. So they'll take a concept, a simple concept, and say a writer like overcomplicates it and tries to throw too many layers, too many jokes. So it's a simple concept about a laundromat, and then they try to complicate that with some kind of like joke about veterans and veterinarians being confused for each other. I don't know, something stupid like that. They call that a hat on a hat. It's like, stick with the premise. Don't get too complicated. Don't get too up your own ass. What's this? Warp to the I mean, the SNL that I liked was the one, you know, I liked Dana Carvey and the stuff from like the early 90s, Phil Hartman, the 80s, that kind of stuff. That was my, I don't really watch it, but that's something I'm very aware of. Vinny, why? To get health? Someone just played you? Oh, I got played? That's cool. You know what? That person who played me is like, right now they're like, suck juice. Oh, I got him. This will be my legacy. Let me chew on this for a couple years. Got him. They go to their, like, they go to their mom later. Marge, I got him. I made him walk back to the ship. I don't know why he calls his mother Marge. Homer will ground him. What have you done this time, boy? Yes, I get to watch him beat the same boss. Oh shit. Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Counterplayed. We all got japed. He was right. It wasn't japes. I just got my health back. I'm the one who is eat pant. Marge, unground the boy. I owe someone an apology, but I don't know who you are, so I can't apologize. It's you, not nice, barging into our kingdom like you own the place. What? You didn't know this is where we live? Guess I still got things to teach you. Loathsome animal creatures. Stay still. Fuck. It's gravity. It's fucking gravity. There we go. Oh look, it's the Billy Meyer Pleiadian UFOs. Spiky, shitty hubcaps. So how about that previous Orville episode, by the way, if anyone watches that show. So why did Norm Macdonald's slime character envelop sexually the Doctor character in a way that made me not only extremely uncomfortable, but also kind of turned on? No, I'm not even kidding. There was a Norm Macdonald plays a slime on the show. And one of the characters, like, brings his pheromones aboard the ship, which leads to a lot of fucking. And it was pretty... not my favorite episode of the season, but it was worth it to see Norm Macdonald envelop someone in slime. Which gives new meaning to my expression, it's slime time. That is my expression, do not steal. Oh, damn it. What did you watch, Jesus? It's a long story, I wouldn't recommend it. Vinny, you say shit like that and give weebs shit. Oh, well, you know it was a joke, right? I mean... I don't give weeb shit, do I? And I mean, isn't weeb a derogatory term? You're calling them that, and, you know... No, I'm pretty understanding. I just let people know I don't like it. But I guess that's enough to, I've learned that saying you don't like a thing is almost the same as saying, fuck that thing, go fuck yourself, you all suck if you like the thing. To a very small group of people, but that's just kind of, that's just streaming in a nutshell. I'm totally okay with whatever. I mean, I watch Gaki no Tsukai. You know, that I have some interest in Japanese culture. But, no, really, it's slime time, everybody. I want you to know. You have to watch it. It's the greatest love scene in the 21st century of cinema. You should really check it out. Where did "in a nutshell" come from? I don't know the etymology of in a nutshell. But I'd like to learn. In a nutshell. Yeah, I have no idea. Vinny, what's the name of the slime thing you watched? Oh. The phrase originated from the Roman writer Pliny, or Pliny, who in 77 AD described a copy of Homer's Iliad was in such a tiny hand that it could fit into the shell of a nut. Pliny was obviously exaggerating about the smallness, so that was how the phrase became generally considered a hyperbole, an exaggeration not meant to be taken seriously. That's the way the oldies like me have learned it from 40 years ago about its figurative meaning or usage. Thank you. Very interesting.
Homie, Pliny.
It's called The Orville. It's not a show everyone's gonna like, and it's that Seth MacFarlane fake Star Trek show that actually ended up having like 4 or 5 really, really good episodes this season. So far. And it's not fart jokes. There's not a single fart joke. There hasn't been like stupid references. There's been a couple of jokes that fell flat, but overall it's as close to Star Trek The Next Generation as you'll probably get ever. Not bad. Not bad. Seth Trek. Our home, whatever. Yeah. Threats by rabbits. Oh my god! It's gravity. What sci-fi would you recommend for someone who enjoyed DS9 more than TNG? Star Trek Discovery reminds me of DS9 a little bit. But it's gonna polarize fans no matter what. I think that's kind of an inevitability. DS9. Battlestar Galactica. From the 2000s. You should watch that. It's one of the best sci-fi shows I've ever seen. People say Babylon 5, but I haven't watched it. No, I don't think I need to go back and get health this time. I just hope that this is the last time I ever have to see these characters. That would make me very happy. Gotta say, the whole time we were perfect as perfect gets. Did everything Bowser wanted, and you mucked it up. No one will hire us now, so guess what? You're gonna pay for all of it. Get out of here. Oh, get the fuck out of here. That's kind of Venus. Wrong way. Wrong way! There's a royal heart on one of the stems. What do you mean stems? Oh, you mean on the, in the vegetable area. Go to the far right before the final door, okay. Oh, there we go. It's one.
I was on an extra floaty walk when I wound up here somehow.
I mean, it's not all of the hearts. It's not 6, but I'll take it. Was there another one? No? Alright, let's do it. Oh fuck, it's this thing again. The Power Strangers. If you die in this fight, it's every fight again. Oh, nice. I'm looking forward to having to redo this. Oh, this is a little different. They're Hammer Bros this time. Almost as cool as the hammer power-up from Mario 3. Almost. Almost. That was my favorite power-up. I would hold on to those forever. Whoa! Come on. I would like hoard all the hammer power-ups. Okay, this is not gonna be fun. Why you sparkle? Why you sparkle? What does that mean? It means invincibility is what it means. Oof. Ugh. Come on. There we go. Are we sparkling? No, we're not sparkling. Oh my god, I just got so lucky and I abused the fuck out of those invincibility frames. Yeah, my heart's pounding a little bit. My heart is pounding. Be gone. Clutch or choke. Yeah. King's crown and King's outfit. Are you kidding me? Is this really what I look like now? Holy shit. Oh boy. Oh, what is this? Oh, this is gonna be one of those fucked up Champions Road type things, isn't it? But wait a second there. Wait a second. My friend. The real Champions Road is after you get 500. Oh, I'm looking forward to it. Oh my god. Isn't there, but there's gotta be like a hidden curve boy, right? There's two moons here. Have to go across the bottom to get the other one? Okay, let's do one at a time, shall we? Fuck. Oh, Mayro, please. Super Mario Odyssey.
Brew, scared you.
God damn it. I got it this time. Oh, that was almost amazing! You can't possess the bullets because I don't have a hat. Oh, you can eat a fucking skock! Please! I was convinced that that was the one. These fucking bullets are tenacious. Again with the motherfucking bullet! Summon Shek for help. Fucking ear-destroying harp is what we need. For Shek summon. Bottom route is easier. I don't, you know, people are saying that. I see what I have to do. I have to get a bullet over. That's gonna be a lot of fucking fun. I was kinda hoping I could just get this one and then worry about the bottom one. The top one doesn't seem so bad. No shit. There's no way back up to the top from the bottom. Alright, well, what do I have to do? How the fucking... I know I'm losing coins. It's gonna be okay. We'll eventually get the skeleton outfit. I don't mind losing these coins. I need to... Wow. You have to be super precise with your long jump. God damn it! Start at the top? Why would I want to start at the top? Does he not know he can capture the bullet bill? I don't have a hat. They took the hat away. God damn it. It's easier up top? Well, I mean, it's really good practice to do the bottom, and I had it a couple times. Alright. So then I just have to get this. I can't see. I just need to power bottom through this. Thanks, Mac. A little bit quicker this time. Oh! Almost. This fucking slide in there was like doing a roll for some reason. God, no! 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 Why would you do that to me? Breakdown road, they call it. Yeah, I was on the verge of a breakdown. The curviest. That was the curviest of all the curve boys. That curve boy was extra curve. This ostentatious tower was carved at the direction of the vegetable-loving Madame Brood, who lords over Rabbit Ridge. Her underlings, the Broodals, live within and always have a warm welcome for visitors. Responsible for client relations on behalf of the Broodals' wedding planning firm, Topper is usually found on-site troubleshooting. You can tell how serious he is about a battle by the number of hats he has stacked on top of his head. He doesn't tap into his full hat reserves, except for in the most dangerous opponents. So if you square off with him, and he seems to be mostly hat, you should feel honored and afraid. There's this many moons. Spock. What do you mean? I guess I've, like, kind of opened the door for the toads to coexist with rabbits. Whoa. This appears to be the Mushroom Kingdom. Okay. A lot of hints. Just telling you where all this stuff is. Josh Quest. Whoa. Shit went out. Eat fruits, receive Curve Boy. Comes out the other end. That's a little tough. Oh, I missed lots of fruit. Oh my god. Tongue. Tongue was extended too far. Ooh. Sorry. A brand new Josh. So, don't get me wrong, the previous Josh experienced the full pain of death. But this new one here does not know. This new one is innocent and pure. I believe that's every fruits. No, Mayro. Yeah. I think we're good here. And I've only had to kill 2 Yoshis to do it. 3 Yoshis. 3 dead Yoshis. It's okay. You saw how many there were on Yoshi's Island. There's plenty. They just keep sending out new ones, and it's okay. It's gonna be fine. Whatever, man. Is this one of them spot the difference pictures? Spot them there. I'm looking, oh, top right. There's a weird thing on the top right. I wasn't very good at Where's Waldo when I was a kid. I used to play Where's Waldorf, And it's in one place. It's just a Waldorf hotel. That fell flat. I was like, wait, how can I turn this quickly into a joke? We used to play Where's Waldorf? And then we used to just put the Waldorf salad in the fridge, and I would have to go find it. It was easy. See, I could do it. I can be good. I am a fucking improvisation genius. Like 0.3% of the time. Oh. No scooter? I'm surprised they don't have a scooter for this level. Sorry. What? What? Oh boy. This is gonna be fun. It's gonna involve lots of shaking. Nope. Huh. Huh. I know you get more speed when you do long jumps. Maybe that's something I need to do. I just don't know how to do it. I've not had to do it before. Absolute limits being tested. Okay, you can do long jumps into triple jumps, which is nice. I got it. Yeah, I got it this time. It's really annoying, but I got it. No! Eat his dick! Oh no! Fuck that one up. Yes! Shit. So close. I gotta go back. I have to go back. The curve boy that got away, the curve fellow. Johann Sebastian Curve Fellow. Okay, kind of have some of this down to a science now. He says as he utterly fucks up the trick. All right. Jump! Jump! Even though I was able to do it, it's still fucking hard. Oh man. Just after I ended up saying like I had this down to a science. So what am I doing wrong? I lost the speed. I think that's why you have to jump a lot. And you have to jump quickly a lot. The triple jumps maintain the speed. God damn it. You gotta do dives if... But the dives kill the momentum of the triple jump. See, that is what I was doing last time. There we go. Of the long jump, not the triple jump. But you know what I mean. Got it. Throw your cap, Vin. Yeah, no, let me do that real quick. Let me throw my cap and capture a tank. Alright. Done. We fall ever further from skeleton outfit. Even taking a picture of that's not going to help me. I did that, right? Or no? No, I didn't do this one. more Josh. Someone mentioned that I could use Yoshi's tongue to tongue myself on the ground and spin. Oh, please. No, 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 no. Clutch or kick, clutch or kick. Clutch or kick! Damn it. Okay, well now I can do the first half, like, a little bit quicker, because I don't have to worry about fruits. I know that's not the actual plural of fruit. Trust me. I just like saying it. Well, it is kind of, right? Fruits and vegetables. Whoa, that was a save in that fucking half. Fuck! Whoa, Yoshi! Whoa, Yoshi! You motherfucker, Yoshi! Fruits of... I guess if you say, like, I brought home 7 of this fruit, then you don't need to do the S. But it can be if you want. If you say fruits and vegetables, or like, I have multiple fruits in my basket. Out of here, Yoshi. I'm thinking there's even more of these pipes around here because there are so many unaccounted for moon. There's a few challenges off the ledge. See, now then you get, when you say the word ledge, you get the Fleetwood Mac song stuck in my head. Okay, well, I mean, I just have to look for a different one of those. Each picture is a moon for this world. Oh, okay. Still, like, just muscle memory to try to make Yoshi... try to make Mario ride Yoshi. No? No? It was worth a shot. Escape from New York. Starring Kurt Yoshi. don't know, I feel a little like this king suit doesn't fit Mario. Like, I've never known Mario to be a narcissist. If anything, he seems pretty grounded for a bambino.
You're king of dog shite! Donkey Joe! You're the king of dog shite, you get me?
I wonder if I have to become a tank and destroy some of these cabs. Feels like something that's gonna have to happen.
A junkie! Fucking junkies bastard!
Junkie Joe is still probably one of the best voices. Well, it's actually Simey O'Dowell that does the voice. But I call the video Junkie Joe. It's a quality video. What is this weird thing? Yoshi wonders. I guess I don't have to really... Yoshi, Tanks, and Mario all together on the same screen at the same time. This is a very weird dimension. Truly, this is the darkest timeline. This truly is current year. I think there's some fruit up there that I missed. As a New Yorker, how many taxis do you own? Well, the taxi business isn't doing so good, so I had to sell 4 or 5 of them. However, fella by the name of Nathan had a plan to infiltrate Uber. So I'm a sleeper cell. I'm driving Ubers as a sleeper cell, waiting to be activated so that we can take down the company. This is a great, like, set of challenges. I like this world. Oh, no shit. Oh, fuck. This sucks. This sucks. The Moopy. I'd rather be watching a Moopy. What nuts name am I supposed to do here? That better not reach me. That fucking goop better not reach me. But how? Oh! Oh, praise be! Praise be! There's not a whole lot of room on this here platform. Fuck out of here! I'm ready for my moon. No. No, I have to kill them? Oh no. No. Do I have to kill all of them or just the big ones? Almost. Big ones. Oh, thank God the fucking goo dissipates. Dude! Dude! Yeah. Alright. Alright. Where's Flood when you need it? Oh, I needed those rocks. God damn it. One. Yeah. I don't know what that was. Ah! Incorrect. Incorrect. Ah, whatever. Let's try spinning. That's a good trick. Very lucky I didn't just take damage there. There we go, now slinging some dick. What are the hitboxes? Like, it's so fucking... That's not the right button. Use the other moon to get a heal, but yeah, but then it takes a while. We'll be here all day. Kind of like, oh, that's fucking beans. Peckin' fucking level. That's what I mean, man. What is the hitbox? Try pound jumping. Oh, fuck, I always forget about pound jumping. Finna pound. I got a little impatient that last time. I was just upset. See, now I'm more upset because then I just took more dumb damage. It's okay, I won't need the health. See? I got this. Isn't there a director called Peter Peckinpah? What a name that is. Thank you for the reminder that the ground pound jump works. And not just well, but amazingly well. Just breathe. It's Sam Peckinpah. Okay. We certainly filled out a good chunk of that list. Alright, I think since we did most of the dark side, aside from the paintings, I'm gonna take a break and return with a little bit of Hands of Fate 2, because that game is fucking awesome. It's not for everyone, but I really liked it. But yeah, I have to, like I said, I have stuff to do tonight, so I'm here early. And, you know, we'll get the rest of the moons. We're almost at 500. And then the real pain begins. Why is this game so good, though? Why is it so good? It's so much fun. Alright. More Mario Odyssey this week. But for now, take a quick break. Look at Mario's face. He knows what's up. He's nodding. Alright, let me turn my monitor off, and again, thank you for watching. Thank you for suffering through my rants and raves, and in just a couple minutes, I will return with the thing. Hands of Fate. Manos in the Hands of Fate 2. Vinny, I couldn't see the first stream of Hand of Fate. Is it needed to understand today's stream? Yes and no. I'd say you're going to miss out on a lot of story, but you'll still be able to see what the game is like, and that will probably be really cool for you to enjoy. Okay, now that I'm no longer a robot, be right back.